Okay, so like a lot of you out there, I'm obviously an independent filmmaker, and as an independent filmmaker, most of us have one thing that we really want to achieve above everything else in this career, and that is to actually create and produce and distribute a successful independent feature film. Now, I was very fortunate to have this exact experience myself. I wrote and directed a script called AmericanDeadbolt.com, or American Deadbolt, I should say. However, if you want to support that film and want to support independent artists for real, I'll have a link down below. Go visit AmericanDeadbolt.com. You can see my movie for $5.99, and that will directly actually help and impact struggling artists like me to actually survive and keep our voices in this world. But anyway, making American Deadbolt was a fantastic experience. I had a really, really good festival run. Really, won a number of awards for best directors, best film, all those things like that. And I discovered a reality once we got off the festival run and got into the distribution cycle of the film itself. Now, I knew it was a truth, I knew it was reality, but just how impactful this skill set is above everything else if you're a director kind of took me still by a little bit surprised. And that is this: in today's world, if you want to be an independent film director, you don't need to be that technical. You don't need to be that good. Your film doesn't even be that good. But what you need to be, the most important skill set you need to have, is you need to be an absolutely incredible social media presence and influencer. And, this is just the reality of the world we are today. And I'll be honest, I actually find that pretty disheartening to a degree, but it is what it is. And the reason why is just simply this. Today, when a distributor is looking at your film, or you're looking to self-distribute your film, which honestly is a very big reality now, you need to be able to tell your story and sell that story yourself. So getting a kind of social media presence is something that is a skill set that you just need to have. Now, the problem is, anytime you're doing social media, like this video, for instance, it's taking away from time that you're actually learning the actual practical skill crafts of making a movie. But it's just one more thing you're gonna have to add on if you wanna have any chance, honestly, of making an independent film in today's world. And I think while that can be disheartening because it feels like it's a distraction, you just have to realize if you're shooting a film now, if you're going to write a script and do an independent film yourself, you need to factor in your social media campaign and your media influence campaigns right from the start, because distributors are going to ask about it. They're going to see your social media influence numbers. And what you're going to see is people that are the most successful today, they certainly aren't the most technical. Their stories aren't even necessarily the best. What they are is they're very, very good at generating interest in their topic, and they drive that interest themselves. They're not waiting for someone out there. And that's the one thing I'd say in the world of independent film today: no one is coming to the rescue. It's unfortunate. I think that's true in general, but you have to be your own best advocate. So I'd almost say if you want to start a film these days, you need to spend maybe a few years before you even film it building some kind of social media presence so you have a platform when you go out there. I wish I could tell you you need to focus on blocking and being a better director and getting all these things up. And that's important, but it's just not the anchor reality. You can take someone that has very, very little experience, but if they have a powerful social media platform behind them, they're probably gonna have a better reaction financially to their film than someone that's an incredible director, made an incredible story, but doesn't have that social media platform back there behind them. So it's one of those things. It's a beautiful spring day. I just was going for a walk and was just thinking about this. I figured I'd share that with you because I think it's important, if you're out there and want to make a film of any sort, that you take in these realities of what you have to do when you're out there making these films. You have to factor these things in before you ever film the first frame of your movie. And if you do that, you're gonna have a successful run. But if you ignore the realities of what people need today, especially distributors and the financial model, then you're gonna kind of find yourself with a project that unfortunately ends up becoming kind of dead in the water. Anyway, guys, I figure it's a simple thing, but it is something that I think is important to know. And I just wanted to share with you as a filmmaker what I found that skill set. It's disheartening that it's so important, but it's also somewhat empowering as well. And it's just something I figured you should know about. But anyway, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. Leave me notes and comments down below. And yeah, go out there, keep on shooting. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.